Hi friends, good day. Today, let me read these world's greatest quotations on anticipation for you. Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil. By Aristotle. He who matures early lives in anticipation. By Theodor W. Adorno. Wisdom consists of the anticipation of consequences. By Norman Cousins. There is no terror in the bank, only in the anticipation of it. By Alfred Hitchcock. I look forward to death with great anticipation, to meeting God face to face. By Billy Graham. You can be taught so much, but the sense of anticipation cannot be taught. By Paulie Malignaggi. Expecting is the greatest impediment to living. In anticipation of tomorrow, it loses today. By Lucius Annaeus Seneca. Any design, whether it's for a ship or for an airplane, must be done in anticipation of potential failures. By Henry Petrosky. Our thinking and our behavior are always in anticipation of a response. It is therefore fear-based. By Deepak Chopra. Horror by definition is the emotion of pure revulsion. Terror of the same standard is that of fearful anticipation. By Dario Argento. People don't realize that now is all there ever is. There is no past or future expect as memory or anticipation in your mind. By Eckhart Tolle. We look forward with great anticipation to see the course that the National Space Council charts for America's future in space. By Bruce Pittman. Thrills are much more about anticipation than action. An unfired bullet is more dangerous than one that has already met its target. By Ashwin Sanghi. In my view, a political vision is not a grab bag of discrete problems and solutions. It is the visionary anticipation of a direction. By Roberto Unger. An intense anticipation itself transforms possibility into reality, our desires being often but precursors of the things which we are capable of performing. By Samuel Smiles. Over the years, I must have spent thousands of hours silently brushing on the liquid coatings, preparing each sheet in anticipation of reaching the perfect print. By Irving Penn. Anticipation of movement through muscular innervation and memory. By its retention of nerve impulse images, extend the presence to the limit of a second or so. By John Desmond Bernal. I live in constant anticipation of good stuff. It's not being Pollyanna about things, but most stories don't have the ending we would give them right away. The better endings come later. By Bob Goff. I can look at the future with anticipation, and it's comforting to know that someday, as Christians, we will be able to look back and have a little more clarity on why certain things in life happened. By Amy Grant. Look in my life. I played one World Cup, the greatest thing. I used to wait in anticipation for the squad announcement. I didn't go to Argentina 78 having played throughout qualification. Now that hurt. By Fabio Capello. In many cases, your imagination is much more effective than what can be shown. It primes you to know something is about to happen. The anticipation and anxiety is worse than what ends up happening. By Oren Pele. But if we learn to think of it as anticipation, as learning, as growing, if we think of the time we spend waiting for the big things of life as an opportunity instead of a passing of time, what wonderful horizons open out. by Anna Nagel. The most important thing you learn as a sports photographer is anticipation. Not where the action is taking place, but where it's going to take place. Not where the subject is now, but where they are going to be. By Lawrence Schiller. I like to compare the holiday season with the way a child listens to a favorite story. The pleasure is in the familiar way the story begins, the anticipation of familiar turns it takes, the familiar moments of suspense, and the familiar climax and ending. By Fred Rogers. What the world needs is an emergency boss, an emergency Caesar, an emergency commander, a true master of disaster. One person completely responsible for the anticipation, immediate reconnaissance, and urgent execution of rescue and relief efforts around the world. By Stephen Van Zandt.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and do share.